What up, farm? How you going? So we are on the run to windrowing, I guess. We're coming towards the end of our season. When that will be, I don't know, because Friday night we had, I think it was 22 mils of rain in about an hour, something like that. We had more again on Sunday morning, and it's dried up quite a lot, or run away quite a lot, but my goodness is it wet. Yeah, it's no water's been running all year, but just a downpour like this, it really made it run. On Friday morning I took the boom off the nitro to get the windrower ready for the season, the windrowing season. And when I came down and had a look on Saturday morning, I was a bit shocked because where I took the boom off, it had got soft under the stands and the boom fell over. So what we're up to today is trying to figure out a plan to pick it back up. Here she is, flat on the ground. You can see this is one of the stands that's fallen over. Here's another one. You can see how wet it is. It's water sitting around there. But anyway, this is as low as the nitro, the front of the nitro will get, and that's where we need to get to, just there. So we're still a foot difference or so. I'm concerned as to what damage might have been done. I really have no idea how much might have been done, but we will find out when we get it picked up, I guess. I think this is the main cause of it. You can see how wet and soaky it is there. Anyway, it's alright, all in a day's work, eh? We'll turn this isolator on and see if we can get it down any lower. Alright, so we took the suspension pins out on this side, let the front down, pushed the back up a bit. I tried to do the same on this side and broke this arm off, which is a pain, because now we've got to fix that as well. But anyway, we took this bolt out and let the front down as much as we could, and this is what we're dealing with. I don't know, we might be 200 mils away from where we need to be. I went backwards and forwards a little bit to try and line up better. What Dad's gone to go and get some shovels, and we're going to try and dig out a shovel depth, I don't know, a shovel head or a bit more under where the front wheels are, to see if we can get it low enough. Now you might be thinking, why don't you just pick it up with a loader? Well, because it's, when you take it off, it's got to be in a 90-degree sort of a shape. It's very hard to pick it up. We would really need 3 loaders, which we only have 2, and I just think this is probably going to be the easiest and best way to do it. So we'll do some digging and see what we can find. If we had a bit less grass cover up here, we could just go backwards and forwards and slosh it out, but we don't have that. Dad, I dug a hole and it's filling with water. If you know that movie, you'll get the joke. What do you call me?
You're on your Dale.
We dug out our holes. hopefully that'll get us slow enough to hook on. We'll start the nitro and have a go. Don't know about wearing work boots today. I think rubber boots would have been more appropriate. Right, well that went surprisingly well. We've got it to a point where the jaws are all on, all in place. What I'm going to do now is hook our hydraulics up so that we can lift our wings up and everything like that, because these are only single action rams, and if we lift it up and there's pressure on them, it'll be real hard to get our hydraulics in. I think, anyway, I think that's how it works. Couple of the stands are off and you can tell they're fairly mangled up. I'm actually building a new set back at the shed with offset discs on the bottom, or plough discs, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that one's stuck in the mud. I better get it out, otherwise we'll run over it with the mower or something. She is a wet mess this year. Where's this last one? There we go. all the stands are off. She's picked up, and the initial support suggests that there's no damage, which is good news. We got off real lucky there, I think. There we go, got out of the holes, and the boom has been picked up. Good news. Alright, I fixed my little thing up that broke, pulled it out and just welded it up, and it seems to be going alright. Put it all back together and then we'll keep working on the new stand. Alright, here's some new stands. Just a disc on the bottom, piece of RHS, and then a piece of angle iron on the top. And the boom will just sit down on there. Hopefully with this bigger surface area sitting on the ground, they'll be a lot more stable. Alright, we're back again. It's been raining today. It's Thursday today. We've just had some lunch. I'm about to hop in the buggy. Dad, as you would have seen, has some rams on the back of the ute. We had quite a lot of rain, as you will have known, and it's very wet. I'm taking the buggy so that if we get bogged, we can get back to get a tractor, but we've got to deliver those rams to the back of this property. Dad hasn't come over that hill yet. That might mean that he's bogged. I was waiting for him to come through that puddle. Where's he come? He's come down the other side of the trees. Here are some Border Rams, Border Leicester Rams. We're going to put them out with our Merino ewes. Maybe we'll open the big gate. Come on boys, go and get busy. Do your thing. It's funny that we trust our production or our income on a few fellas doing what fellas do. It appears that our ryegrass crop out there has got a bit of a barley problem. Well, it's supposed to be a barley crop, but there's a lot of ryegrass in there. Some good looking heads there. There will be a lot of barley here, even though there's a lot of ryegrass. It's raining again. We're probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 days out from windrowing, and it's looking like it's going to be boggy, wet and interesting because there's a lot of lodge canola around, so stay tuned for that. Just thought I'd come down here and have a quick look at this wheat. This is soft underfoot, I tell you what. Oh yes, a little bit of lodging. I'd say that's where it had a lot more urea turning around the corner. Anyway, Oh, this is it's going to be an interesting season to see what the rust does, what our yields do. You look just in here, hopefully that's focused. This floret has got a lot of rust on it. Now it'll be interesting because that will probably not likely make a seed, and when you have heads that are not making seeds, that affects your yield dramatically. So it will be really interesting to see what happens. But apart from that, they're looking pretty good, I reckon. Really happy with it. It's just that rust is going to knock the shine off the whole crop, I think. Here's a pretty good example of the soil conditions. It's wet. If you're thinking, I cannot see anything out of your front window, you're exactly right, because I can't either. It's wet. This is a paddock that I chemical fallowed a few weeks ago. Just killed everything off. There's some stuff coming back, but since then we've had a lot of rain and it is very wet. So if you're new to the agriculture industry, or maybe you've just not been around in a big year, you might be hearing or seeing people write things about crops being lodged. The last big year that I can remember, 2016, I couldn't figure out what lodged meant until the agronomist said, look at that, that's lodged. What lodged mean is it fallen over. This patch of Commodus barley is lodged. It has fallen over. Add that to your ag phrase book. It'll probably still be alright. It'll stand up. This is a variety that's bred off of Compass. Compass's trait as a variety is it lodges. Makes it a bit hard to harvest. But yeah, looks like there's going to be a lot of grain here. It looks really good. This is our first year with Commodus and we're really happy with it.